Meet Lola. She's 14 and she loves to finish her days off while watching TikTok under her covers. But when COVID and the stress of lockdowns came around, she couldn't stop watching all the TikTok trends to escape boredom. One night when she was scrolling through TikTok, she came across some new videos with tics and Tourette's hashtags from some of her favorite TikTokers. At first, she didn't know anything about tics and was curious about these peculiar movements and vocal sounds these girls were showing. But a few weeks later, her dad noticed that Lola was emulating the same tics she had described on TikTok. What was odd for Lola was that she had never had any history of tics when she was younger, and her tics worsened when she was watching more of these tics. So, what was Lola experiencing? Did she somehow catch tics from watching other girls online? To see why Lola had suddenly started showing these tics, her dad decided to book an appointment with their local neurologist, Dr. Ho.
Hello, Lola. What a beautiful name you have. What brings you to my office today?
I've been having lots of weird movements in my face, shoulders, and hands lately, and I can't even help myself. I sometimes even swear at my mom in the middle of the conversation. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've seen so many other girls like myself on TikTok.
It's okay, Lola. These are called tics, and they're sudden and repetitive movements or sounds that some children and teens have. Interestingly, I've recently seen many girls your age come to our clinic with the exact same symptoms after watching TikTok tic videos.
After Dr. Ho asked Lola and her dad a few questions, she determined that Lola is suffering from a type of functional neurological disorder, or FND, and not Tourette, which is often associated with tics. FND is a neurological disorder where psychological factors like stress, trauma, or even general anxiety manifest themselves in neurological symptoms like tics. Among clinicians, however, FND tics are most commonly referred to as functional tics. To use an analogy, FND is like functional error in software, while the hardware or the brain is healthy. But differentiating between Tourette tics and functional tics is not easy, even for clinicians, but they do have major differences. Let's break them down. What especially distinguishes functional tics from Tourette syndrome is the age of onset, gender, the inability to suppress tics, the lack of an urge tic, and the presence of stress. Interestingly, even though the motor and vocal tics can be seen in both disorders, certain tics, such as Cobra phenomena, which is the involuntary expression of socially unacceptable words or gestures, are seen at higher rates in patients with functional tics induced by TikTok. What's most interesting about these functional tics is that there seems to be a link to social media viewership all over the world, where teen girls who might be stressed or have a tic predisposition develop or exacerbate their tics due to the suggestive nature of tics shared on TikTok. Although the way social media might affect tics has not been systematically studied yet, it is likely that even though the interactions occur through a screen, suggestibility and socially mediated reinforcement work the same. In fact, it has been demonstrated that tics increase when patients watch a video of tics. In line with the suggestive nature of these TikTok tics, some experts have also named this tic outbreak as a mass psychogenic illness, which is when similar symptoms are seen within a particular group in contact with each other or those who share the same environment, like the TikTok For You page. Although most people have not heard of Lola's condition, she is not alone, and thousands of other teen girls just like her have been examined by both neurologists and psychiatrists worldwide. But what can Lola and other girls like her do? For that, let's go back to Dr. Hull's office.
Alright, Lola, I know these tics are near impossible for you to control, and they have made daily life difficult for you. But I have some good news. Functional tics are much more treatable than Tourette tics are. You see, unlike Tourette syndrome, which is a neurodevelopmental disorder, functional tics tend to have a psychological source in nature that can go away if we manage the underlying cause, whether it be stress, sleeping problems, or some other trauma. There are also behavioral interventions such as cognitive behavioral therapy, which have been shown to help with functional tics.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hull. I'm happy to hear that my condition can be treated, or at least be managed. Seems like I have to say goodbye to TikTok for a while until I get better.
If you, your friend, or your child is experiencing such tics, it is recommended that you visit the appropriate specialist to learn about the nature of these tics. But here are some tips as well to help manage them. Firstly, focus attention externally and away from internal body sensations. 2. Limit your time on tic-related social media if relevant. 3. Identifying triggers or stress when present. 4. Treat other mental health conditions if present. We hope this video helped you understand what TikTok tics are and what they are not. And for more videos like this, please check out our McMaster's Demystifying Medicine YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.